Good morning from Australia. This is Boy. Oh, not Boy George. Yes, I got my Boy George hat on. Look at this. People say I'm crazy. It is. And welcome to Bray White here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Life Theories with myself and the beautiful Diana over in. Whoa, hang on. There's light there. God, I think someone's speaking to us already. Di, the light's coming through. The light's coming through.
We always are.
How are you? These Life Theories with Di from Virginia, USA. And me from down under in Australia with my Boy George hat on. I've got my Karma Chameleon happening. Colour by Numbers, great album. Anyway, that's just some random fact. But
so this is a big step that I can see, and I'm like, oh, but like, I bite my tongue, so I was like, oh, I want to say so much more, but I was like, what is that gonna do, man? It's gonna literally push me farther away from the thing I want, you know?
I need things in front of me because I forget, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's a case of... and you can see the trauma, really, when you really realise it. I mean, I could go on about it, but today's a realisation of the deep trauma that I've gone through with you know, having your self-esteem and your self-confidence ripped from you. People go, oh, you're so confident and all that, you know, you come out and do what you got to do. But, mate, that's a lot of hard work to where I was, you know, being different and all those kind of things. Now, it sort of hit me because it's still... And look, and something I've got to work on is let go and forgiveness on a couple of levels. There's, you know, it still comes up. I guess you have to learn that, you know... they're not going to affect you anymore. I think you get more upset with yourself, really, more than anything. It still does. And you have to accept triggers as well. So there's one thing for you, accepting triggers. You don't have to say you hate the person or anything. Well, hate's a powerful word, but yeah. I guess you hate yourself for letting that person take you over still. You know,
think
you're
that's
still
what it is.
You put to an expectation of failure and success, regardless of what you do.
Yeah.
But I look at everything I've done in my life, and it has been a success. And everyone goes, "What is the basis of success?"
How you define success? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and this is where it comes to a child. I know how I've taught my family about it. How I was taught. Oh, you're not good enough. Nothing will be good enough. And you're just not going to get that. And I don't know. I still really realise how I'm going to deal going through what am I going to let... Basically, at the end of the day, there you go. Am I going to let that stop me from doing what I got to do and the process of doing stuff? But the other thing is, I think, is because of the work we've done now, everything's coming faster, but we do have a trigger where we've done all this. We thought we were doing all the work for like 30 odd years. For me, right? I think, oh yeah, I'll get there. But I was nowhere near it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't working on me.
It's kind of funny because it's so bizarre. It's like a big flashing light, like a big flashing billboard or something, and like Times Square kind of shit for me. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's all good. I mean, hey, at least we realize it, and we can, you know, even if we react a little bit, it's okay. We step back and we kind of, okay, and we kind of we can shift a little bit, and we don't get so caught up. Because before, certain things, even since I met you, you know, we had certain things we were both talking about being triggered by, like probably even like 6 months ago, right? And we would get stuck, right? We especially us with past relationships, right? I remember me and you were talking about certain people we were dating before, and like we were on some issue, and now that shit doesn't even matter. I'm on a different level now. Well, now, but it has advanced.
That's what I was talking about before.
It has like progressed. So yes, it's still another issue, but that area, that whole area has to do with inner child stuff, man. So like it just comes up in a different. It's like, oh, okay. This relationship is now bringing up this or this, but there's no perfect there's no perfect relationship. You know, you're always gonna have. Everyone has trauma and emotional trauma and inner child stuff. No one had a perfectly good childhood, you know, or someone has.
No, exactly right.
Or some people were traumatized from past relationships they were cheated on or heartbroken. So I mean, at this age, everybody has baggage. Like everybody is gonna have something. You know, it just you have to figure out how can you work through it and have a healthy, harmonious relationship. And it doesn't mean you're happy all the time. It just healthy. Can you deal with it in a healthy way? Okay, this is triggering me. You know, it is the person you're with. How are they on their healing journey? You know, and if you've done a lot more healing than the other person, there's gonna be out of balance, and they aren't gonna handle the shit the same way you would. You know what I mean? And it might not be the best, or you can help the other person. You know, but some people are also very stubborn and they're in their ego. So it's all good. Hey, we're learning.
But I'm looking at, say, mate. Well, we couldn't call him mate of mine. Bloody, I'm very honoured to know him. Mark Merrow. He was next WWE Intercontinental Champion and played Johnny B. Bad in WCW. He does what we're doing. He's doing a lot of talks around America, just talking, giving inspiration to kids who need it. Goes to lower to middle class schools and gives inspirational talks. Now, funny enough, I got triggered into doing that because I know my power is when I go down in front of a crowd. Yeah. I don't have a problem with it. Like I went and did especially if I know my shit, don't get me wrong, I won't go proud and bloody juggle or anything because I can't do it. But when I'm in the zone, like I did a phys ed presentation the other day, felt like 5 minutes. Been preparing for it for months, but felt like got in there and no problem. Absolutely, just had to have a little plan there, just a couple of those idiot cards and no problem. You know? I could talk underwater. My friend says that. I have a wonder twin. Oh, geez, scary. Fuck, it's scary, man. Jesus Christ. Far out. Mate, friggin' Wonder Twins. If you ever know the Wonder Twins from Super Friends, mate, you could put Wonder Twin powers. We did a healing on someone. My God, you should have felt the bloody energy go. Her bloody biceps start twitching like anything. She's, oh my God, I can't handle this. What's going on here? Wonder Twin powers activate. Yeah. She knows. How are ya? You know, funny bugger. She knows. Yeah. You don't know what's around the corner. You really don't.
You're right.
You know, we come onto this world. And we've done so much work. We could have kept going we could have kept going. You and me could have kept going where we went. But I think joining the full-time purpose.
That was like a sign and that's when everything was falling apart, you know, or I guess. But see, look, in my perspective at the moment, it was all falling apart. But that was coming together. That was an opportunity. That was a seed. That was a huge thing that we all met. Think about, we would never have met. Like we were all just joining that. We all knew something told me to join that shit. And I just lost a job. You know, I was dating that guy that didn't really work out. You know, it's like, yep. That was so weird. But I knew like there was something like that was crazy, man. So. Well,
I've just written a heap of shit to do, but it's good. At least it's down on paper, and I can start knocking shit out, and then I go to the next day.
Let's do this.
You know, if there's anything I have to add.
We came so fucking far. I am not going back to my old parents. I'm not going back to my old suffering. I'm going to work through these triggers. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I know what I need to do. And I'm just going to keep trying. I'm not going to give up, you know.
Yeah, I know. We won't give up. We're going to be fine. We just got to get through these things. Like, yeah, as I said, once I leave this negative job, I'll be fine as well, because I know I got control of my own life, you know, and I'm doing all the work. But remember all the pre-work that we do. I look at it and go, everything is hard in the pre-work stage before you start getting going. It's like, you know, driving the car until you get momentum. You got the 20, 30, 40, and then when you get momentum and you do 100, it's a nice smooth ride, isn't it? But you still got to build up to that 100. You can't just go bang. Well, you know, except for funny cars, you know what I mean. But in general practice, you can't get from 1 to 100 without going through the... Oh, excuse me.
We're moving up.
Going through the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s and all those kind of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're moving up on the scale.
So you still got to have that momentum. So you can't get to that speed that you're talking. So that's just what it is. You can't go... You can't walk without taking that first step. And then you take the steps and then there might be a pothole to get out of the pothole. It is. But there's people like us and a lot in the full-time purpose community. There's a lot of us who are really helping getting past that fighting the ego of the physical world. We're fighting it and we're winning because we've got each other and that's the way it is.
Yeah.
And God, this was a serious life theories today. Cortez, I hope you enjoy that, mate.
Oh my goodness, that was.
I was fighting
better.
crime.
I feel better. Yeah.
I do too. I was fighting crime yesterday's Nightwing. It was hilarious. I went and saw the cops and they go, "Okay, you're gonna come and get a photo. We know who you are. Yep, you're fighting crime." I go, "Yeah, I do it for the love. You get $100 grand for it." We had a bit of a laugh about it. They were great yesterday too. Yeah, went and did a special needs. I work with special needs kids and stuff. Obviously with phys ed and my charity work that I work, and man, just really brings you back to reality, man. I love doing that stuff. It was so good yesterday. Yeah, it's good to dress up as well. It's a dream come true, let's be honest, so it's really good. You know, kids are coming up, how are you? I got called Batman so many times, hilarious. It was hilarious. It was hilarious how many times. I think about 20 or 30 times I got called Batman. And I sat there and had a bit of a laugh. I said to my friend, I'm going to get called Batman heaps. She's laughing her head off. She goes, you haven't got the thing. I go, mate, I've got the mask, I'm black. You know, that's what's happened. But yeah, but a lot of kids knew who Nightwing was, which was amazing. So the $400 I spent on that thing was worth it. But anyway, Titans.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Titans were, and I have a love for the Titans now. But anyway.